I wasn't supposed to go back. That's what I told myself the night my phone lit up with a number I hadn't seen in over 20 years. I was sitting on my couch in a tiny apartment in Chicago, eating cold takeout straight from the container, trying to convince myself that I had built a life that didn't need anyone else in it. Then the phone rang. Unknown number. I almost ignored it. I should have. But something in my chest tightened, like a memory knocking from the inside. So I answered, and the voice on the other end said just 4 words. "Hey, it's your mom." Silence. Not the peaceful kind, the kind that presses on your lungs. I hadn't heard her voice since I was 12 years old. 12. That was the night everything broke. The night I learned that sometimes the people who are supposed to protect you are the ones you need protection from. Let me take you back. I grew up in a small town in Ohio. Nothing fancy, just quiet streets, old houses, and neighbors who knew your business before you did. From the outside, my family looked normal. Mom, dad, older brother, and me. But inside that house, man, it was a whole different story. My dad left when I was 6, just packed a bag one morning and never came back. No explanation, no goodbye, just gone. And my mom? She changed after that. Or maybe she was always like that and I was just too young to see it. She became cold, distant, like she was angry at the world and I just happened to be standing closest. My brother learned to stay out of her way. I didn't. I kept trying. I kept thinking if I just did everything right, if I was quiet enough, good enough, invisible enough, maybe she'd love me the way moms are supposed to. Yeah, that never happened. When I was 12, I came home from school with a report card. Straight A's. I remember holding it like it was a golden ticket, like maybe this time she'd smile. She didn't. She looked at it, set it on the table, and said, "You think this fixes anything?" I didn't even know what anything was. That night, we argued. Well, she argued. I just stood there. And then she said something I will never forget. "If you're so perfect, go figure life out on your own." I thought she was just mad. I thought she'd cool off. She didn't. She opened the front door, handed me a trash bag, and told me to leave. Just like that. No jacket, no plan, no "I'll come get you later." Just go. I walked for what felt like forever. Didn't even cry at first. I think my brain just shut down. Eventually, I ended up on my aunt's doorstep. She didn't ask questions. She just hugged me. And for the first time in a long time, I felt safe. That was the night I stopped being someone's daughter and started being on my own. Fast forward a few years. I worked. I studied. I hustled like my life depended on it, because it did. No backup plan, no safety net. Just me. By 25, I had built something for myself. Not perfect, not glamorous, but mine. A steady job, a small apartment, a life that didn't hurt every single day. And I told myself I was done looking back. Done waiting for people who never showed up. Done hoping. Then that call came. "Hey, it's your mom." She sounded different. Older. Softer. She said she was sick. Said she'd been thinking about me. Said she wanted to get things fixed. Yeah, right. Part of me wanted to hang up. Another part, the 12-year-old version of me, wanted to believe her. And that part won. So I agreed to see her. One visit, one chance. That's it. When I pulled up to her house, everything looked smaller than I remembered, like the place had shrunk, or maybe I had finally grown. She opened the door, and for a second, I didn't recognize her, not because she changed, but because I had. She tried to hug me. I froze. We sat in the living room like strangers, pretending to be family. She talked about her health, about regrets, about how she did her best. I listened, but something felt off. You ever get that feeling like your gut is trying to tell you something your heart doesn't want to hear? Yeah, that. Then she brought it up. The house. She said she was struggling financially, said she might lose it. Then she looked at me and said, "You've done well for yourself. Maybe you could help?" There it was. Not love, not regret, a transaction. And suddenly, everything became clear. I wasn't her daughter in that moment. I was a solution, a bailout, an opportunity. And something inside me snapped. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, like a door closing. I stood up. She looked confused. "Where are you going?" she asked. And for the first time in my life, I didn't hesitate. "I came here for a mother, not a bill." She tried to speak. I didn't let her. "Whatever you're dealing with,